We're probably already live on mine. There you're live.
No,
Look.
now we're live. Oh my gosh, we're live. Hey guys, we are live backstage. No, we're not backstage. We're at an undisclosed location, and I have hijacked the Road to Ruta. I've hijacked Bix Weir's channel, and this is what's going to happen.
Is it working?
I am holding him hostage until all of you guys go over and subscribe to my channel.
Yes, yes.
So that's the
So
plan.
all you Road to Ruta folk who are watching on the Road to Ruta channel, go to Lisa's channel. Tell them your channel site.
So go to
Man.
Litecoin Lisa. You guys can see it behind us on the big screen. Check
I
out.
can barely see that.
He's very opinionated. He's like, oh no, do whatever you want. And then he's like, wait, I have an opinion about that.
I just want you to
So,
get like 1 million followers.
Thank
you.
you.
Deserve
I
it.
appreciate it. So we had a great event. We're going to tell you guys all about it, but you have to go over to my channel, Litecoin Lisa,
On YouTube.
on YouTube.
Litecoin Lisa.
Go
You'll
find
her.
it. Yeah.
That's Clint Westwood. All you guys on the Road to Ruta. You know the little lady back here, Jenny Moonstone, Litecoin Lisa.
Yep. And we've got
This is the gang at the moment.
Amy in the kitchen. We've got Joshy and Paigey over there. We've got my big old hunky heavy over there. We're bringing everybody on, but you have to come over to my channel, Litecoin Lisa, on YouTube to hear all about it. We all got gonged a little while
We
ago
got going.
in a thunderstorm.
I didn't get gone.
We're gonna
Me
say,
neither.
well, most of us did. We're gonna tell you guys all about it. We're also gonna hear. So one of the things that we do when we're together with the Road to Ruta fam, Paigey asks everybody for your high, your low, happy, and grateful, and we are gonna ask everybody to share those with you guys too.
Awesome.
So, we'll be there, but you guys have to come over to Litecoin Lisa.
I just dropped the link in the chat, in the Road to
Oh,
Ruta
great
chat, so you can just
job,
click right on it and go.
So we'll see you guys over there. So we're gonna keep going, but it's all gonna end for you over here on the Road to
No,
Ruta.
no. Give them a little while. They're all late. They come late.
Oh,
Okay.
Let it
So
run.
we'll let it go
Just-
for a little while.
Hey,
Okay.
if you guys promise to
Alright.
go join Litecoin Lisa Station, we can get more and more people over time.
Okay.
So you want a lot of people. The whole
Because they're
idea
wonderful
is
people.
you go over to Litecoin Lisa's channel on YouTube and you subscribe because she's got awesome content.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But you got to keep it running because people come in all day long.
Well, but it will be up for them to come in.
I
and
know,
see
but
it again.
trust me, I'm almost at 100,000 followers.
All right.
I'm
You
so
do
close to
know what
100,000.
you're doing. I would have to say you do know what you're doing.
Yeah,
So-
I mean,
Man,
the
these
idea
drinks
is
are
to share the message wherever the message is. And that's what we're doing, right?
hang on.
Hey, break.
Great. So
Somebody said the live stream chat's not, public said the live stream chat's not working on your channel, so I'm trying to figure out
on
what-
whose channel?
Yours.
On Lisa, on the channel.
On the channel, we're moving
Go to
on.
roadtoruta.com.
How would that be possible?
Well, I don't know. I just want to check. It could be.
We'll figure this
he
out.
has issues all the time.
I was
if
going
it's
to
the
say
blue.
also public has issues.
I know. So,
We all have
you
issues.
can all go to Clint Westwood's channel because I know it's working there.
Yeah. So we had a
Go
great
to Lisa's
day.
channel.
Lisa will figure this out. We had a great day
Yeah.
yesterday in Phoenix at Dos Amigos. Or no,
Yeah. Those
Those
gringos.
Those Gringos.
Those gringos, man.
yes.
Lots of amigos.
Who's got his volume on?
Charles
He's
Edward.
just checking.
Great time, amazing people. It was such a good turnout. We had like 100 and some people.
It
And
is? Okay.
everybody was
Just
streaming and
public.
happy, and I had fun. That was a really fun
It
one.
was a great group.
Jenny was on fire, Lisa was on fire, Clint was on fire. It was
It's the shots.
literally they called the fire department. We were so on fire.
They said,
And we
"Louis,
can say
Okay.
things that we can't say on YouTube. That's the beauty of these shows. And stuff was said that is like, important shit.
It would definitely get you banned.
Yes, we can't say it here. I would love to be free in America. We would have known about all these things that happened when our favorite Mr. T was president.
No.
We would have known all these things that are coming out now, by the way. And anyway,
But they're coming out faster now. That's
they're
the
coming out
encouraging
faster, which is
thing.
encouraging.
Yeah.
There's lots of encouraging things. Oh, by the way, Mr. T, hi. I know you watch our show. Lovely to see you.
We like
Jenny
it. I
Moonstone
wanna-
still
I wanna
wants
do
to
the
be your
dance.
spiritual advisor.
And I just want to dance with you. I want you to come dance at my daughter's wedding with me.
Is that how you dance?
That's how he
That's how
dances.
he dances.
Are you kidding me? Never seen him dance.
I can't dance either.
That is dancing. I'm
It's-
not.
It
Because we're
counts.
those gringos. That's why.
Yeah.
No, this is your channel. Go ahead. Conduct the interview.
Take
you.
it
Would you look at my
away.
sandal? This is
Oh my
hysterical.
God.
Look at that sandal.
Someone send like.
It's a party.
Blew out a
Dix
flip
needs
flop.
to send-
Wow.
I had to go shopping for the gang, and I'm walking through Safeway going, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. I thought the whole thing was gonna fall off.
Flipping your flop.
That's how often I'm in flip flops.
I love it. I love it.
Someone at the show said, "Bix, I can't believe you have another half of your body and it's not very tall." Because all they see is my head in the morning.
On
I
your
know.
horn of Z's.
On
So
my horn of
somebody
Z's.
saw you and recognized you at Safeway?
No, this is at the show. Yes.
Oh, at the show, because I got to see you.
Everybody thinks I'm tall.
Well, that's the
I
great
know.
thing about the show is that you get to see people in person because
Mhm.
community is so important. I think that's one of my favorite things about, like, we got to see you guys last year in Arizona. We had a
Mhm.
great time, saw the fam. And then it's like now become our little family reunion. We come to Arizona once a year
Yeah.
and get to hang out with the fam.
We do.
And
We
have
had this. We're on our 5th show. You do know that.
Yeah,
The original idea was everybody get an RV and we're going to go from town to town to town.
I know. That's
Well, you know,
nice.
some of us are
Right.
like,
Freaking-
Who has that kind of life?
I'm
Yeah.
Style.
That sounds great.
Paige and
It
Josh love
happens.
this lifestyle.
Yeah.
They're back there. They've been working so hard, and Sunday's their day off, but they're both working right now.
Yeah.
Look at them.
So
Paige is like
They
posting.
look like
Josh
they're-
is filming.
Yeah, they're working
Working hard.
very hard. Paige is
Working hard.
lounging on a couch.
Yeah.
Blanket on.
Getting it done.
She's in the chat.
But that's what the new economy looks like.
that's the new
what
normal, right?
That is the new normal.
Right. And speaking of which,
And that's
What
creating.
is going on behind us?
Hold on. That's creating your own or
Who made
manifesting.
these avatars?
My friend Glasswalker.
They're so good.
Yeah, aren't they
talented,
cool?
Crazy talented.
I know he's
Yeah.
Glass
awesome.
what?
Glasswalker.
Glass Walker.
You know, he does the little cartoons
Yeah,
of
he can
Uncle
make all those.
Cliff and
Yeah.
Reggie.
Oh, by the way,
I'm sure
speaking
he's
of
done one
Cliff,
you.
did you guys all see the Cliff High latest post on BitChute? Amazing. Talking about central banks, talking about there's no Gestra, there's no Nestra, there's no quantum financial system, which means XRP.
Come on, man.
Oh, how sweet. People are
Come
like
on,
donating.
man. You
Oh.
know.
Oh,
the
yes,
thing.
please
they
donate.
bought you flip flops, I think.
Donating for my
Yeah, they
flip
need a
flop.
flip flop.
Poor Bix is so poor
Yeah.
because he
That poor
can't
guy.
afford flip
He's
flops.
working so hard
Wait.
all around the country.
Oh, it's from Big Dog 111. Which
Big
Dog.
oh, wait a
Yeah.
minute, we gotta stop.
Big dog.
Big Dog 111. Why aren't you posting anymore? Everybody's concerned. You haven't posted for like a month.
he says, I wish I could have been there. I'll try to catch the next.
No, I want to
You
know
guys
what
rock.
he's posting next. Now that he's here, just so that we're not too concerned. I know life gets in the way of this
Let us know.
YouTube stuff, but let us know, Big Dog.
What's
If you
up?
guys don't know, Big Dog 1111111 is a huge Theta fan, and he has brilliant information on Theta.
He
so-
also makes amazing little Theta trolls.
Oh yes, he sent
Oh,
me.
yeah.
He sent me a T drop. I actually don't have a Theta troll. I have a T
You
drop troll.
probably
Okay.
didn't know.
Oh, maybe they're
A
T
gnome.
fuels. They're
It's a T
gnomes.
fuel gnome.
Sorry,
Yeah.
they're gnomes.
I don't have a Theta. No.
Oh.
Are
Does
they
it make
not
Theta?
Theta gnomes?
I don't know. If he'd get on YouTube again, we'd know
Okay.
these things.
Oh my
I don't
goodness.
know.
Come on,
All right,
Big Dog.
So we're moving over to Lisa's channel still. I'm dropping it in the chat again.
Everybody, please, if you're on the road to Ruta right now, go over to Litecoin Lisa and watch it on her channel and subscribe, please.
Big
And
dog.
subscribe
That's
to
where
it.
the
Oh
rest-
yeah, subscribe to Road to
And-
Ruta too before you do
Yeah,
that
before
because
you do that,
I'm trying to hit
hit the thumbs
100,000
up, subscribe, and then
and they keep just dumping my subscribers. I'm living it. They again.
Absolutely, absolutely.
They need an attitude adjustment
So
or
everybody
a cocktail.
that was at Road to Ruta in
I'll put
Arizona.
the links are in the chat. You can click on it and go directly. Just click on the link.
You're very fast.
That's why we keep him around.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Here we go. Here we go.
And that's what you have to
Here
look
we go.
forward to.
Let's talk about the
Hashtag
camera setup.
channel ban.
Let's talk about the tripod.
Oh, you better get off your channel quick.
Lord, Lord.
I know.
All
Lisa,
right.
gonna be
don't
over.
let us abuse your
Cut.
channel. We don't want to
Cut
strike.
the feed.
It's fine. We'll see you guys over at my channel, Litecoin Lisa, in a second.
Like Lisa.
Bye.
All right. they got
You're
the
not
links.
going off Bix Weird.
I'm
bro.
going off
No,
Big
don't.
Square. You
You're
just
gonna
told
miss
me
out on
to.
thousands of subscribers.
Well,
Don't.
no, they're coming over. I got
No,
the
no,
links in
no,
the chat.
no. There's
Okay,
more.
we're staying
They
here.
all come
There's
on.
more. We're staying
Please,
here.
if you're on Road to Ruta, go over to Litecoin Lisa.
Why don't we show
But-
like on two computers?
That's what we are right now.
Okay.
I am.
Got it.
So,
Josh,
so
I'm going to impress you with my
I
skills.
see your skills.
you're gonna cut
I
off
see your
everybody who
skills.
comes late, Lisa.
Okay, I'm
Don't
not
cut
cutting
them off.
anyone
We'll
off.
say this the whole
We're
time.
welcoming everyone.
Gotcha.
Welcome everyone. We're gonna stay live on Road to Ruta, but please go to Litecoin Lisa and subscribe. How's
the,
that?
The links are in the chat.
Sounds great.
That way, because we didn't announce this. I didn't announce this. I didn't announce that I was working. What are you doing, Jenny Winston?
There's snacks over here.
We have it. Jenny has an issue.
So
Uh,
this is a really cool house that we're staying at.
It's a beautiful
Airbnb.
house.
It's
Lisa
super
got the
fun.
house and she said,
Yeah.
"Hey, you guys have been in an RV for 2.5 weeks. Why don't you come stay with us at the house?" And I said,
It's so
"Fuck
fun.
yeah!"
And it's
I mean,
so fun.
damn yeah. Yeah, what?
And they have like it's all 50s. There's alien spaceships on the walls,
I had my night vision goggles. We were looking up, but it was a full moon last night.
which I
so-
did see something go.
Where'd it go?
She saw it.
I saw a little segment of light
Did you
too,
see
streaking
something?
across the sky. It was just a segment. It didn't have like a beginning and an end. It's just like a. Like
Did
a-
you look in the goggles too?
No goggles.
No,
Yeah,
we were
I went to
looking
bed
at
early
night
last night
vision
and took the
goggles.
goggles with me.
What goggles? Like
Yeah.
night vision.
Yeah.
You
Night
got
vision
nods. Get
Yeah. Where have you been? Well, that's right.
Where have you been?
It was
Well, we
after
know.
7 p.m.
Yeah.
We started looking at them.
Jenny's like, I'm
Game
out.
over.
good night, Irene.
But I would like to, before Lisa tells you why we're here, I would like to tell everybody that next Saturday in Albuquerque, which I just learned how to kind of spell it, in Albuquerque, I know there's a lot of U's in Albuquerque. We have a show from 2 to 6.
And a cute.
2 to 6 at, what's the name of that place?
Salt Yard West.
Salt Yard West, not East. We changed from East to West because we wanted to, and they told us to.
Go with us,
Go West.
And you got to go
Yeah,
west
man.
because that's how you get home.
Did you just change the backer?
man. Yes.
So Saturday from
It's
2
on
to
its
6,
toes.
that's going to be our last show for a little while. So make sure you come out. I know a lot of people who came to the show yesterday on Saturday, and they're driving out to Albuquerque just to check that one out because it is fun. It is the audience participation is great. We have fun. We sing songs. We talk about crazy things. Ken Swartz will be there.
Mhm.
It's not Schwartz. It's Swartz.
Swartz.
SWARTC from C60
Power.
Purple Power, and he knows about freaking everything. Every time I talk to him, I'm like, holy moly, this guy knows his shit.
And he used to be part of MUFON.
He used to be part of
He knows about night
MUFON.
vision goggles.
MUFON, the alien thing?
Yes.
What does MUFON stand for?
Oh, I have to look it up again.
Mutual-
Somebody on the chat will know.
Mutual UFO Network.
Is
And
that
then
what it was?
UFO is unidentified
Yeah.
flying objects, of course. Right?
Yeah, because I had him
I don't
on my show and we talked about, in fact, you guys can go to my channel and watch that interview. It was last week. And we talked about, I showed it in this video of one of the MUFON guys talking to a Pentagon guy about, they have these reports of people being abducted by aliens and stopping alien abductions by saying the name Jesus Christ, but then also talking about
Jesus Christ.
would
And they're going.
Oh, you can't say that?
would you
It's Sunday.
I never know what
It's
on
Sunday.
Sunday.
We're
the
fine. We're
difference
fine.
between
It's Sabbath.
Strike.
that's the other thing.
Give me a strike for saying Jesus Christ.
Hey,
Then you
it's
know things are
something we
bad.
need to talk about today. Today is we learned we got gonged.
Speaking of,
Well,
we
Westwood and
got
I
gone,
We're gonged. So
I didn't get gone.
half of the panel today were gonged, and today is what is what
It's
is
the
it?
spring
the
equinox.
spring equinox.
Tell people what gonging is.
Well, you go over and you get frequency healing.
A gong.
You don't go over.
Well,
You
we
gotta,
went- we
you
went-
gotta plug the lady who is our
So,
landlord.
Yes,
right now.
our
Lisa.
landlord is amazing. Lisa, she
That's why.
is a badass, and she actually drove the second fastest plane that's ever been created next to the plane, other than the Concorde.
People.
Do
whatever
we even
plane
know
that is.
the name of the,
No,
like,
but I'm
she's-
gonna have her on my show and
She's
interview her
pretty
because she's
good.
like pretty
Is
badass.
it?
But if you go to gongster.com, as in gong, like the gong show, gongster.com, you can find her work. You can find about
75
her
people.
retreat center,
Yeah.
all this amazing
shout
stuff,
out
more
again,
about
so-
it, and about the healing, the frequency healing that she does. And so we all, five of us, no, there were 5 of us that went over, and we got healed on
Hallelujah.
the equinox.
You know what I love is the lighting here. It looks like Jenny's muzzled
Oh, really?
because of the light.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Maybe
That might be a
get
good
closer
thing.
to me.
Yeah, it's a virtual.
You've got me kicked off YouTube more times than I can
I
imagine.
have.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I'm
but
so
we
sorry.
do.
Closer to me.
Those who don't know Road to Ruta, we do our sessions on the private roads.
That's
Nobody
right.
can kick us off. Now you're not muzzled.
Oh, good.
No, I'm just like
Perfect.
So-
You're squished.
I have a feather in my eye though.
to lean towards me.
The 50s retro throw blankets have defeated
There it
me.
is.
There it is.
The feather in the eye. Okay, now we're gonna. How come? Look, poor Clint is like cut
Come
off.
over.
Everybody,
Let me touch.
Oh, he's
I
so-
just want to touch this tripod for some reason. I don't know. Sorry.
Okay.
No,
I would like to point towards Cliff's BitChute for everybody to watch that because it's so important. Is that your
Somebody's
pocket?
No.
pants
That's my pocket.
talking.
My pocket.
What's
is
in your
talking.
pocket? Oh, it was a silver bullet. No.
I'm just happy to see everybody. Okay. So Cliff posted a BitChute discussion on central banking, and the key to his discussion was what's going to happen next when the Rothschild central bank shit falls apart. Where are we going? And that's been a road to Ruta fight for a hell of a long time. And I know that even the Fed doesn't know what the hell is going to happen. So anybody saying NESRA or GESRA or quantum financial system doesn't know what the hell they're talking about.
So
Yes, Lisa.
I love you very much and I respect you.
You don't have to agree, but we
you're the
disagree
godfather.
a lot.
Well, occasionally, not a lot.
Occasionally.
Occasionally.
Our hearts are in the same
Yes,
direction.
but I have a person, a friend, and I interviewed him, and he says they literally are calling it quantum financial system, and it is happening.
Who is they?
Who is this?
They-
It's a crock of
We'll
shit.
take
They
away
have
our
Stop.
freedom.
They have no.
Stop. Please let me finish.
I will literally.
So
be right
it
back.
is the bank.
She can't run away. We know where she lives.
But it's not the good guys. What people are, a lot of people were told the quantum financial system was going to be this benevolent thing, and that's actually not what the quantum financial system is. The
You're
quantum financial
pretending there's
system
some
is
plan
being rolled
that
out.
people will accept, which there is
I'm
not.
not saying they're going to accept it or not. I'm saying the banks have a plan. They're moving away from the U.S. dollar. It's already in place, and
It's a crock of shit. It will never work. It can't.
it may
work.
not, but it is happening.
It does. It
It
they
may
can do
fail.
whatever they want. That's the
Right.
key. They
It
won't
may
be the
fail, but
deciders.
it is. It's fine, but
It's
it is
not
still
happening. It was a con. It was a joke. It
So
was
is
to
the US
appease the
dollar.
people, so that we didn't, make an uprising 2 years ago
Right.
when Trump
It's
was
just
kicked out or
another-
whatever.
But remember that Cliff said that they
This
would
is like
try
a
to
tiny handful, like the
redo
Charlie
the
Ward
number.
followers and all that. They're
No,
lying.
no. This is. I am not in. Trust me, I do not trust that guy.
There's
at
no
all.
NESRA. There's no GESRA. There's no quantum financial system. There is a
I do
constitution.
not believe
There
the
is a
quantum financial system that Charlie Ward talks
It doesn't
about.
matter. There is a constitution. So the United States of America does have a way to go
A
back to sound money.
constitutional money. Yes.
Yes. And it's not Federal
We agree
Reserve
on
notes. It's not anything new. It is
Right.
old. And the old thing is the US mints coins.
Which if you
Gold
go
and
back
silver
to
coins.
The silver amount that says in the Constitution.
How many
Yes,
grams of
Yes,
silver is it all?
372.4 is it?
Makes
Grains
up
of-
the US
of-
dollar.
It's like 80% silver coins is a US dollar. That's the definition
So
of a
you
US
don't
dollar.
think that this quantum financial system that they're talking about could
Who's
be
they?
a failure?
Who's they?
Stop saying that. It's triggering
I'm triggering her.
Everyone.
because we don't know.
Plus,
The
you're
answer.
just
If you
yelling.
if you
I do
hear
know the answer.
if you hear there's something in place, you know it's wrong.
right, I'm saying it's wrong. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay, good.
I love when
So
you two
so
get
why do you say
spicy.
they? They said this. It's not what they thought. It's what they thought, or it's what they're doing, or this.
They
It's
meaning
the-
not us.
They meaning the people that you sing about in your song. They.
They aren't going to be the deciders. But
Shadow.
who
I
is
agree.
you're talking about people who are deciding things.
But I'm saying it's still wrong. But they're
Who's they?
the banksters.
the bad guy?
They're out. They're
bad
done.
guys.
They're dissolved. When one single too big to fail bank goes down, there will be
But it
no
hasn't
more.
yet.
No, but it will.
So
There'll be no more Federal Reserve.
The
notes.
banksters that haven't gone down yet are making a plan. Whether we decide to use it or not, and I don't think we will, but it hasn't failed yet. But
They made a
remember-
plan years ago.
Okay, but remember, I don't care when they did it. We're still in this process of it dying. And
Yeah.
we're not there
You
yet.
gotta go through the motions.
We got to go through the motions and the pain.
Hmm.
And
So
part
how-
of it is
People,
the
you have to
quantum
show
financial
people.
thing that they've used this word that is part of misleading people.
Why is
I
it
believe.
quantum?
I don't know.
Why do they want to
I
throw
think it's
quantum
some
financial system?
bullshit to mislead
sounds
people?
high tech.
Maybe it says
It's like the quantum computing. Ask
It's the
Cliff about
same
quantum
way-
computing.
that people.
You can't use a quantum computer in everyday
But
life.
it's the same way that they confuse people with the word cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency sounds cryptic, which
And it sounds like a
actually just-
currency, which a lot of them are not.
It's just the opposite. It's open for
No,
everyone to see.
cryptocurrency.
Isn't
It's
like
not
crypto like a
cryptic.
Sasquatch? I've
The
heard of that.
cryptic part of it is
Cryptozoology.
it is
Cryptozoology.
secured by cryptography.
Right. but it's misleading to people or it tricks the simple-minded. Until
So
they're
what's the
educated
answer
on
though?
it.
I mean, no matter who they are. I mean, what's the answer that what action can we take right now? I mean, what do we do?
Well, no action means we go back to the Constitution.
I'm okay. With
It's
that.
that easy. Gold and silver is money.
Just unplug.
How much gold does the United States have? A hell of a lot of gold.
What do you mean?
Not the whatever. What do they say?
I'm just checking.
8,000 tons that the
Yeah,
US
then they never
That's
change the
complete
number. It's always the same
Try
number.
8 million tons. You're closer to the number.
Yeah, change the digits, move the decimal point.
Yeah.
That's what they do with inflation.
Oh my God,
That's
we
what-
have so much gold. It's ridiculous. Jenny Moonstone and I have been talking about all the gold for a long time. Jenny sees the gold coming down from the sun.
Yeah.
The massive amounts of gold in the sun, they just prove scientifically that it's literally the sun is continually spitting out gold. Continually. And every once in a while there's a coronal mass ejection that fucking nails the middle of the Grand Canyon.
Coronal mass
Splits.
ejection.
I think
Right.
that's a T-shirt.
It is.
That's my stripper name.
That's
We
my-
all have a stripper
That's my
name.
stripper name. The
Yeah.
strippers.
CME.
Coronal mass.
CME takes.
No, it's your dog in the street you grew up on, right?
Yeah, it's the first name of your dog in the
That's
street
right.
you grew up
Yeah.
on. What is it?
So mine was Tanya Sunnyside.
Oh my god.
That's a good one.
Your dog and then the street you
Yeah.
first grew up on.
So- What is it?
My dog's
Your
dead.
first
So
dog.
what's your first dog's
What?
name?
Oh.
And then the
It's-
street
it's
you
a
grew
game.
up on.
Sheila George Mason Drive.
That's your street.
Not drive. You dropped the drive. Sheila George Mason.
So my
What's yours?
dog's name was Bismarck.
Bismarck.
This could be good.
Bismarck.
What street?
I moved around a lot.
First-
No, your
Uh,
first street you
street
remember.
What do you remember?
Caravel.
Bismarck Caravel.
Oh, I got
All right.
the best one.
Here we go.
Listen, wait for it.
Hey, click like and subscribe if you want to hear more of this on Like and Lisa's channel.
It's
Right?
great content.
Is this big?
Amber, no,
It's on
no,
my
it's
channel.
actually
It's
This is-
global.
Yeah, it
this
is.
is actually Big Square's channel, Litecoin Lisa's channel, and Clint West's
and
channel.
yes, Clint Westwood too.
So if
And
you're-
Jenny's not allowed to have a channel because
She
she
has
keeps
you
getting
have
kicked
no
off.
channel.
if
I got
any of
Hey, does
them
anybody hear my
take
stripper
it
name?
down-
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear
Or is
it.
it the porn name?
That's
I don't know what it is. Anyway, this
What's your
is
porn
the
name?
best one.
Sure,
Porn
my
name.
children will be so
If I had a
proud.
porn name, this is what it'd be because it's the first pet, first dog in the street I grew up on, and it is Butch Chestnut.
Oh, wow. That's like Dirk Diggler. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
I like mine too. Tanya Sunnyside. That's a girl.
That's a good. That's a perfect stripper name.
So now we know you're a cross dresser. Sorry, I couldn't know.
What's that show? What's the show? Ted Lasso. Or we're just
I
talking about-
love Ted Lasso.
See, he is. He loves Ted Lasso.
Oh, Ted Lasso is the greatest show ever. It's a football coach that an American college football coach that moves to England to coach a tier 1 soccer team. It's hysterical. It's fun.
And then what was the next one? It wasn't
That
Ted
sounds
Lasso. We were talking about
hysterical.
last night. What's the other show?
Like,
RuPaul
okay.
show or something? The Runway.
yeah, I don't talk about that.
Yeah. That's.
I don't watch that.
I know. That's what I was thinking about.
Swill.
I love Josh just in the background, just the laugh. Like
I
you
know,
guys,
it's just-
we can't.
We're in a
You guys
theater. We
can't
got people
see
here. They
what
paid
we
for this.
see right
We're
now.
laughing.
Paige
This
is
place
wrapped
is
up in a
just-
blankets. They're both on.
I
they're
mean,
both.
no,
Oh my God, they're
we're
working.
They're in it. They're in the
Very
chat.
busy.
I'm monitoring your
I know.
chat.
Paige is deleting people who get too dirty with their. Paige.
Our mic got. If you bang the table, the mic turns
Yeah,
on.
you don't want to-
Paige, are there any questions?
Don't be unnecessarily aggressive.
Yes.
I know.
So I always I have to tell Westwood, do not be unnecessarily aggressive.
Q&A.
Should people be stacking U.S. silver?
Of
US
course.
coinage?
Obviously.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Right now, U.S. coinage, you're paying like a 30 or 40% premium to buy junk silver, which is crazy. But at the same time, I do think that U.S. coinage is the official money of the United States and not the Federal Reserve note. So
Oh, we didn't get to talk about the ATMs yesterday.
I know. Well,
The ITM.
let's talk about it right now. So I have this theory that the United States will go back to our constitutional money because it's a fallback. There's no deciders. The Constitution has not been deleted, so we'll go back to gold and silver as money, not backed,
Just
but
itself.
redeemable. It has to be redeemable. You have to be, because there will be no trust in the banks, no trust in government. You got to redeem it. So you can go into a bank and cash in your $1 bill for however much gold and
Or
silver.
forget bills at that point. We just have coins, but then we need a digital option. We really don't need bills.
So the coins can have a digital counterpart, like a
Right.
correlation.
You
Like
Yes.
could have a digital.
your
Right.
coins.
Oh, and
have-
who has the IP for that?
That'd be Reggie Middleton.
That would be Reggie.
Oh, we have an announcement.
We have an announcement.
Litecoin Lisa, didn't you interview Reggie?
Yeah, I've been asked to be the YouTube representative for Veritasium
Dow.
DAO. So we are launching our channel actually Monday, tomorrow. I just uploaded the very first clip or teaser for the Veritasium DAO channel. So you guys can also go over to the Veritasium DAO channel and like and subscribe to that. That will be released tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then we're going to be showing one clip each day leading up to the weekend. And then on Saturday, you'll get the full interview. And so we're going to have different interviews. And we're going to be talking to Reggie. We're going to be talking to people about Veritasium.
You're going to interview me?
Oh, yeah. We'd love to interview you
Do you
about it.
What's
Yeah.
it about? Decentralized autonomous
Just nothing on my
organization.
channel.
But
We could go on Jenny's channel, but
Yeah.
she's been kicked off every channel she's ever started.
We're going to help Jenny get another channel started.
I
then.
don't know.
She doesn't want to. Hey, you want to see Jenny? Go to roadtoroad.com.
Yeah.
Go to the private road.
You know.
We tried. I always try to put Jenny's info out on the public YouTube channel, but there's not much there that we can post
Yeah.
because YouTube is so embarrassing. That's where I've come down to.
So when
if
can we
you
have
if you are going to
another
censor the other half of a conversation, you are not American. YouTube is not an American technology.
So when are we going to have an alternative? Because so here's the
There are many
problem
alternatives.
is-
It's just not as popular.
but it's fractured. You're having these fractured conversations. The reality is the community is at YouTube. The
Right.
chat. I mean,
Tools
look at
are
these
there.
great
It's easy.
people that are in the chat right now. We've got
Well,
community.
that's how they
people
reel us in.
talking.
You used to be able to talk about
Yeah.
anything. You spend
So
10
you
years
build
building your
community.
channel,
Yeah.
and then they say, okay, you can't talk about half the stuff you talk about.
Right.
That should be illegal in the United States.
It actually
Because
is.
the United States, our tax money paid for YouTube.
Yeah, it actually
I'm
is.
waiting for
They're
the
just-
I
class
hope-
action lawsuits. Massive wave after wave of class action lawsuits against Google, YouTube, Facebook.
Are they
This
coming?
is where
Yeah,
we get.
they're
This is where we
coming.
get all our channels
Yeah.
banned talking about this.
Well, we
Really?
can't. No, they can't ban us from
Really?
talking about
I'm
this.
sorry.
No.
You know what?
This-
I
this-
should
they
go.
allow
I'm
it.
gonna leave.
No,
No.
no, no. We like
She's looking for excuses to leave.
She's like, okay, this is my.
No, Jenny, you're not leaving.
Just kidding.
Jenny, tell us what your feel is right now. I know you have a very specific feel on what's going on with cryptos,
Mm.
and it's something in you saying, "Oh shit, they're gonna crash the whole thing."
Yeah.
Tell people your take, and I'll tell them how I
Try to
agree.
translate it.
I agree.
into-
I'm all into holding your assets in your whole possession. Everything will crash,
Mhm.
but it's what happens after.
It is.
And I think
Yeah.
some cryptos will be very important. But tell people why you feel like everything's gonna crash to shit.
I mean, you know, the cards imply it, the data supports it. I just anticipate a massive, like literally just a flipping of the switch where the entire crypto ecosystem just kind of goes dark. And I think it was always going to be that way. And and it will come back on. I think it's the future. But this kind of shaking out of things that don't work and are not supposed to be there in a more evolved version of it that will reemerge in the future. I think that's what we're looking at. It's just a big everything, the lights go down, and when the lights come back on, some coins that you're used to seeing might not be there anymore. They just didn't make the cut. So
That's actually, if you guys listen to the crypto viewing guys, Dick Allgaier and his gang of merry men doing the remote viewing
And women.
and women.
marry women. Well,
Well, there's a woman analyst now.
say if you were to group a bunch of people together and you were like marry men and say like it was me and a couple, I wouldn't be.
Maid
offended.
Marian was a married man.
I'm
Yeah.
not offended. I'm just
Oh.
saying. there's a
Jenny
woman
and Lisa
involved.
are
I
married
watch
men.
it.
We were married men.
But no, if you guys subscribe to that Patreon channel, which I think you should. Also, Lisa needs more subscribers. We need to support Lisa. The things she does is so much deeper than talking about money and talking about how cryptos will make us cash. She actually goes out there and saves people's lives and supports people who need the help. And that's why I'm begging everybody on the Road to Ruta to go to Litecoin Lisa on Patreon and support her through the Patreon. You don't have to spend your life savings. Just give her as much as you can per month and support what she's doing, because what she's doing is so much more important than making money.
Well, thank you very much. So Westwood and I are doing classes. I've got other people I'm bringing in trying to do classes. We're trying to bring resources to help people get through this transition. And then we also have Team Mighty. We'll be celebrating Mighty Mia's birthday
Mighty Mia.
next month.
She rocks.
Yes. And
She still rocks to
yes,
this day.
To this day.
And she
She's
helps us
very
at a
powerful.
more important level.
And she's got a friend up there helping her too. So,
Hobadoo.
yes.
I agree.
So, and we'll have video from yesterday of the big announcement of we got to honor the Weirs in supporting Team Mighty in a huge way. All through last year, we had a big transition of the foundation, and the Weirs like brought community together and supported us, and then shocked us and blew us away by like doubling down on their promise when we were really struggling through a transition of the foundation. And
That means a lot of bureaucratic freaking.
it was a
paperwork.
nightmare. And
Even our government wants to stop people from helping other
from
people. That's
doing good
ridiculous.
things. Yeah. And then we've, for the last 3 years, given to Leukemia Lymphoma Society. So we never had a bank account because just everything we fundraised for to honor my daughter who passed away from lymphoma, we just sent it straight to them. Well, so then we needed to start redirecting and kind of reorganizing the foundation because Leukemia Lymphoma Society went woke and they decided that they don't honor the difference between men and women anymore.
What?
Yes. Even though they, so I told Amy
Oh my
yesterday,
God.
I haven't had
You
a
got-
chance
you got
to
a
tell
little
you
silly.
yet. So
At
because
some point, we got to like call bullshit on these.
and the
videos.
whole thing is they are a diagnostic, like what they do is in labs, they look for solutions and they like do research and whatever to do research to find like one of the reasons we supported them is they found a drug that helped melt those tumors. Like I have pictures of them. They melted tumors out of Mia's body and we got a couple more months with her without pain. And so that was so powerful. And then that drug went on to help other people with, and so we were excited to honor that and support them. Well, then they asked me to do Man Woman of the Year again. They were like, oh, but we're not calling it that because we don't want to upset the left. And I was like, then guess what?
Ah,
You're going to have to upset me and I'm going to be even louder.
You don't want to do that.
This
I've done
year.
it many times.
Yes.
Yeah, well, we'll go there again.
So I'm going to, and I told him, I said, and why aren't you doing it? And so I said, well, then I'm going to be just as loud about that you're upsetting me that you made that choice. I'm not going to go quietly that you decided to support the left and you don't want to anger the left. Well, you angered me. You angered me that you that you won't recognize the difference between men and women. And now I have to go away from something that I loved supporting that made a difference in my child's life and my family. And now we have to restructure the whole foundation and all this.
But
It's been a positive thing. God always does things for good and it's great. And because of this and because of the support that you guys gave us, so the Weir family has been, we've recreated something. It's going to be great because it's going to actually grow the foundation to include more people. So now we are going to start having a champion and a warrior every year for Team Mighty. And the Weirs are they're the inaugural Team Mighty champions for Team Mighty. And because of that, they've set the standard and the bar for what we're looking for. So when the board meets every year and we take suggestions for who's going to be the champion for Team Mighty every year, they have to meet the standards of the Weir, which is community involvement and having the integrity and bringing all of those pieces to the table. All of that.
Here's the way I see it. I'm good at certain things. I know what I'm good at and I do it and I do my best at it. Lisa is amazingly good at helping people, helping charities, raising money for charities, bending over backwards for things she believes in, especially with kids and issues with kids and forgotten kids. I know what I do well, and I know I can help her do what she does well. She's an extension of what we do at Road to Ruta in that we're not that great at discovering the problem of helping people. we're real good at analyzing banks and saying, hey, you're going to go bankrupt. I'm going to bet this way. I'm going to bet that way. But I want to support people in their mission in life. Lisa's mission in life is such I'm getting massive goosebumps right now, to help people who can't help themselves. I mean, babies, literally babies who are in massive need. We can all help. And if it's doing it yourself or supporting someone like Lisa to do it for you, that's the way we saw it. We'll give Lisa and her cause everything we have, because we're not good at that. We don't understand it. We don't have the
that's what I was
heart
saying.
to do it. You do.
Thank you. That's what I was saying yesterday at the event. I was like, not everybody is supposed to be a foster parent or an adoptive parent, or supposed to be, and not everybody's supposed to give. Some people are supposed to be a foster parent or adoptive parent, and no role is more or less than another. But that's why we have community. We all do it together. Nobody has a more or less important role. It takes all of us to do it together. It takes community. And I also know what I'm not good at, which I'm not the knowledgeable person, which I love having you in my life. You're the godfather of our family and bringing all this knowledge to our family. We wouldn't know about cryptos without you, and we wouldn't have all this knowledge. Mom was following your channel.
I love the Riverboat Gambler. Your mother,
Nana is
a Riverboat
Nana,
Gambler.
we love you. I'm sure you're watching.
Are you watching? Is she in the chat?
She better be in the
She
chat.
better be.
We were wishing she would.
Oh my God, she's so
Come
fun to
with
party
us.
with too.
Well, and we're gonna see her, I'm
Soon.
sure, at some of this stuff soon. We're getting her out of the house and getting her back in the game.
She's a
So-
powerful woman.
But she's definitely a riverboat gambler, and she's been following you, and that's how our family found out about cryptocurrency and found out about the truth of what's going on in the system and became educated. And that's what my passion is, to then share those resources with the people. And that's where, like, Westwood and I started doing these online classes, so people can go to likecoinlisa.net. You can sign up for online classes about beginners cryptocurrency classes. We're going to be doing more classes, teaching people about everything.
Wait,
from
tell them, what was the website to go to? Write this down.
likecoinlisa.net.
Likecoinlisa.net,
Yeah.
especially for all the newbies and like friends who say,
Yeah.
oh, well, how do I learn about
Started.
cryptos? Bingo, likecoinlisa.net.
Oh no, who's walking backwards?
I don't know. It's a dirty video.
Sorry.
It's bad. It's just an
That would be
ad.
Tanya Sunnyside behind me.
Oh, there it is.
Oh no.
Tanya,
Sunny side up.
side.
Side up. Turned on.
Over easy.
Sorry.
Oh,
now
hey,
you guys are
over
having to watch
hard.
ads too.
Cheers.
There's
Breaking the
nothing in
action.
here.
Eggs Benedict.
We are celebrating 5 out of
I'm
6
out of drinks.
shows are done on the road to Ruta. Look, you're like
I
literally.
don't
Did
know.
you restart?
I pushed too many
17.
buttons.
Dun, dun, dun.
17.
17.
Yeah, we saw 17.
Bravo to that letter. Thank God for that. And that is
Also
Cliff's
the letter.
Also the letter.
Cliff's new video talks about. He doesn't say the letter. He's like he
does.
calls them the SOC, the
SOC.
Okay.
self-organizing collective.
Ooh, the 17
Oh, that's
collective.
me.
That's what I call
There
it.
she is. Here, let me pick your
Ah,
nose.
there you are.
Don't pick
Oh,
that.
my.
Stick your finger in my mouth. Oh, there's me in Westwood.
Where?
Are you really watching videos while people are watching us on video?
Why didn't
Happy
you
hour
try
every Friday,
pushing the
4
wrong
p.m.
button?
Central, like
That's
Quinn
right.
Lisa's channel.
Oh yeah, 4 p.m. Central.
Every week.
Every day.
Friday.
I
But
love
every
tuning into
day
that.
she's got it.
Thank you.
This is
Well,
happy
you
hour.
got it
every
every
day.
day.
She's got 4
We're
p.m.
talking about
Central.
happy hour, which is like
Because it's
not that
Friday.
your show isn't the most fun ever.
All day. All
Pretty
day.
Oh,
close.
the happy hour's up there.
But happy hour,
Friday.
Happy
You're
hours up there. Yes.
It's like it's happy hour right now.
Every time we're together.
Hey Paige, is
it's
there any
happy
more
hour.
questions from the chat?
Not a lot of questions right now.
if there are any questions,
Is
put
there
them
any
in-
love going
Put them
on?
in
Actually,
all
we have some
caps.
questions about Clint. Like, who is Clint?
Who is Clint? Oh, I love
The guy
that one.
with the hat on
Yeah,
the far end of
no.
the
Meet my friend Clint Westwood.
Who's this guy?
Clint, tell us about. I love when he talks about Litecoin and
No, let's
Just-
have them
just-
talk about silver.
I need a refill. That's the problem.
I do
I gotta get
too.
fired up.
oh, hey, whoever needs a refill, run away.
Yep.
Come back.
Need a refill.
Literally
Need a
every-
refill.
I need anyone.
Is there like a
Oh,
limit on how much we
I don't
can
care.
talk?
Whatever. Just-
We were talking about how when you get on YouTube, it's like if you don't like publish it on YouTube, it's like it never happened.
Right.
Yeah.
That's kind
Yeah,
of sad.
Profound
for us.
conversations, you know, and then it's
I know,
like,
but it's oh shit, we should have been recording all
why didn't we
night.
record this?
some people went into the wee hours of the night last night talking about very deep stuff.
That happens.
It was my
Definitely.
wife. All I got was a text from her saying, "You're a liar. It wasn't 11 o'clock. It was only 9:30." That's when I went to bed last night.
It's a grueling schedule you have, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's rough.
I had to get out,
I
so
know,
I,
it's like
she, I
that.
knew she wouldn't let me out. And I said, "Oh, I'm going to bed at 9:30." So I said, "It's 11," and she was rolling. So
Because why? Because a man's got to know his limitations, right?
that's a fact. And I was exhausted because
That's
we had
it.
a show
So
all
you
day.
knew.
It's something about those shows is like there's so much amazing energy and power that goes into the whole thing, and having Jenny up there, people were like, "Don't let Jenny go off the stage." They were asking stuff about spirituality, about silver, about and this is all going to be posted on the private road because we can't let Jenny on YouTube anymore because YouTube doesn't like her. Who would not like Jenny? But it zaps the energy,
It does.
and but it builds up for the next one. The next one is Saturday.
Yeah,
So-
next Saturday in Albuquerque, you're going to be there. Go to
I'll be there.
roadtorudy.com, get your tickets.
Ken Swartz will be in town. Jenny's going back to Florida to fight the alligators or whatever she does.
Yeah.
over there.
No, the alligators are my friends. We're
Drain
in
the swamp.
alliance with the
Even though she talked about the alligator blood
Oh,
or
yeah.
smelling or had the
So,
taste
Yeah.
of metal.
So I think like really truly all of our senses, if we pay attention to them and we learn about our sensitivities, these people, they have a smell. They have an essence about them. And I think if you're really, paying close attention, to me, they smell like iron. They smell metallic and you can smell them like a mile away. So
Like if Joe Biden's walking down the street, you're like, "Oh,
I
Jesus."
suddenly smell iron, but
Smells
yeah,
like the Twin Towers.
it's
Hey,
it smells like,
don't get us kicked
I'm
off.
just saying,
what's
make
the
what you
metal?
want.
What's the metal? Titanium, the liquid, the molten stuff.
Mercury.
No,
Thank you.
jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams, but then it's
Oh,
Type-
what they used to
this.
nail
yeah,
9/11 was
stuff.
what's that
What's
stuff they put on the girders? It's called
Something.
Nickel? What?
Oh.
No, it's
Titanium?
it's the explosive.
Oh, thermite.
Thermite. Thermite.
Thermite. All the scientists came out and said there's no way you could have melted it with planes. Jet fuel doesn't get that hot.
9/11's
say-
all
I'm
about.
just saying, Boeing 7 didn't fall down by itself.
Hey, it's a Road to Ruta song. This is just music. Don't take it
Music
seriously. But
and
9/11's all
entertainment.
about building something, and it ain't okay. That's my favorite
That's like the
line
big.
because
that's
it just sums it up. If it ain't okay, why hasn't humanity demanded answers? And it's like everything coming out about Trump now that he was right this that way, and I can't say T.
You can't say that there's any questions about it.
Oh, okay. Well,
See, this is the problem.
all fake news.
This is the problem, and I talk about it. Censorship destroys America. You cannot have
Well,
Well, you
censorship.
had a First Amendment. That was first.
It was
Freedom of speech.
exactly, absolutely.
That's why
Which
it
is
was
why
first.
blockchain is actually
It's
a
truth.
form of speech.
It is. It's truth. That's
It's
all it is. It's
language.
words on
It's
paper.
code.
It's you put it on there. It's like a constitution. You put it on paper, and people decide to run it. People decide to use that code, put it on computers,
It's
and
truth.
there's nothing that can stop that. It's a decentralized.
Let's get back to
nature.
who is Clint Westwood.
Who is Clint Westwood? You know what? I'm just some guy from a cornfield
Thank you,
in
Paige.
Illinois.
He is from a corporate, literally,
I am.
and he has
Surrounded
he has a barn that they hang out in and talk about.
and there it is. There's the bar.
Yep.
In the barn. There it is.
And he has meetups every once in a while. When's
I
the next
do.
meetup?
I have meetups.
Fix this coming.
Yeah,
I got to get my ass out
I'm
there.
looking at June.
A little barn hoedown.
I'll tell
Holy
you what.
moly!
You look on the wall, the clocks all say 5 o'clock
It's fun.
all the time. So it's all good. But no, I'm just some guy from the Midwest, just an average guy. That
When
saw
did
that
you
the system-
learn? When did you
When
learn
did I
about
learn? All right,
cryptos?
here's my story. When did I learn about cryptos? Before crypto, I always knew things were messed up. I always knew things were screwed up. I knew the whole, what we're just talking about, the towers falling, all that stuff. Scam, sham, and what do? They bring in the TSA, they bring in Homeland Security, all that BS, grow government and make the people the enemy. And I
know.
knew that it was wrong, but the question was, what do you do about it?
Gonna lose our
What do you
channel.
do about it? The only thing you can do
For
about
one
it,
video.
in my mind, at the time was, all right, silver and gold, because those are like money. that you can hold outside the system. It's outside of that banking system. It's outside of the Federal Reserve note. It's outside of the vampire casino system. And so it's silver and gold. And then Bitcoin came along.
You heard about it early, right?
I heard about it. I heard about it, but in 2013, I really started looking at it. And I know where I was. I was in the doctor's office. My wife was pregnant with our second daughter. I've got my laptop out. Coinbase was selling Bitcoin at the time. You know, they made it easier. You know, that was like the first place where you could buy it, you know, without going, you know, shady. And
I started shady.
yeah, I know. Yeah. Slim Shady.
Slim Shady.
Not so Slim Shady. No, I'm just.
Oh, there we go.
There,
Not so
now we're
Slim
bringing
Shady.
it.
But you're just off the cleanse. You look very nice.
Now we're
I'm
bringing
not
it.
off the cleanse.
Yes, you are.
Oh no, I'm
Are you still on
I'm
the
off the
cleanse?
wagon.
You are not on the cleanse.
drinking.
He's some Mai Tais or something.
Yeah, that's
But
Anyway,
fruit.
moving
Yeah.
on.
We're on
Yeah.
vacation.
Moving on.
Fruit.
It
But
has fruit in it.
But in 2000, there's a lot of
It's
fruit
fruit in
where
it.
you least expected. Fruity things. So in 2013, you know, I started looking at it. I remember sitting there in the doctor's office and I'm like watching the chart, you know, and at the time it was, you know, for days it kept going up, I'm like, holy shit. You know, and Bitcoin was almost $500 at the time. And, you know, I look at my wife, you know, we're waiting to go in. And I said, maybe I should get some of this stuff. And she's like, well, get some then. And at the time, I'm like, I don't know. I ended up buying 4 Bitcoin. And
So you're rich.
no, here's the story.
Wow. I know this story because I did
You
the
know
same
this
thing.
story. You know this story. So I messed around with it. You know, I got on exchanges and like, oh, all these other coins, you know, all this other stuff. I got on
2017.
Cryptsy.com. And at the time, you know, I had a bunch of coins on that. That exchange went under, lost all those coins. I mean, I still had some Bitcoin left in 2017. And I'm like, oh, it doubled. Went to $1,000. So I'm like, I'm getting rid of it. And I bought silver with it because that's what I knew to be true. I could hold in my hand because, again, I'm from Illinois. I see farmland all around me. I like tangible assets I can hold in my hand, take possession of. And that's just my belief. And so, you know, Bitcoin, I'm like, all right, double my money. Where else can you do that shit? So I'm out. Well, then I start looking at it again, beginning of 2017, listening to Cliff, it's all this is going in my head at the whole time. Because I found Cliff with George Ure back in the early 2000s. And
Oh
Me
my
too.
God.
Me too.
yeah,
That's-
I mean, so I've seen all this, David Icke, you know, Alex Jones. I mean, all this stuff it's in my head. I know it, you know. And so in 2017, I really started looking at crypto. Like a lot of people, a lot of us came into it. And, you know, like I said, I got rid of all my Bitcoin, bought silver with it. But then I said, you know what? Read the white paper, really understood that, wait a minute, this is something you can hold your energy in and you can do anything you want with it and go anywhere you want. I traveled on an airplane to get here. And if you go through airport security, and if you've got a bunch of cash, if you've got gold, if you've got silver, good luck getting out of the state, out of the country, wherever it is. They're going to give you a hard time. With Bitcoin, with Litecoin specifically, because Litecoin is sound money for the digital age. That's really what it is. I mean,
have
it's
a friend who wrote a song about it. Is Litecoin is the right coin.
Litecoin is the right coin as a
Yeah.
means of exchange.
Something
It
about
really is because it works. It's worked for over 10 years, nonstop, 84 million.
Never had a problem.
Never had an issue. Ain't gonna worry about it.
And now there's the privacy.
Absolutely, you got privacy features coming in with
Well,
MWeb.
tell us about the privacy features of Litecoin because I have obviously been a longtime supporter of Litecoin
Absolutely,
because
yeah.
it was meant to be. It's
Money.
kind of like silver. It was built to be silver. It was built to be the money of the people. And now with privacy issues, it kind of acts like silver coinage.
Right, because you know with silver, it's like nobody knows how much you have. They have no idea unless you tell them or you show them. I mean, it's just sound money outside of a government. You know, governments can mint it up, but if you've got an ounce of silver, you get an ounce of silver. You take that anywhere in the world, you can exchange it for whatever currency, whatever goods you want to exchange it for. Somebody's going to take it because it's recognized as money. It takes work to get it out of the ground. You know, I mean, it just has useful properties, and it is what it is. I know,
That's
right?
why I have to keep.
I
I know. I'm like, look out. So, I mean, you know, with a digital currency like Litecoin, when you have a finite supply of it, you cannot pull more of it out of the ground. You know, you might always find another silver mine, you know, like we're talking about with the sun, you know, with gold. Gold might be raining down, might harvest an asteroid. You know, it's all over the universe. And
Scarcity.
yeah. And so Litecoin, it's math, the scarcity of it. When you have 84 million that can ever exist, and a lot of them have been lost, you know, I've given it away a lot of people. I guarantee they've lost it.
I guarantee.
It's gone because you're not going to be able to
Raise your
access
hand
it.
if you've lost some cryptocurrency.
Right, exactly. And I did on exchanges.
We all
and I
have.
took it. And I mean, it is what it is. But when you realize that that's something that cannot be controlled, manipulated by a central bank, by a government, you can hold it in your own possession. I can send you Litecoin right now. Nobody needs to know about it. It's a private transaction. The Litecoin network verifies that. And for the statistics, everybody in the world, if you held Litecoin and distributed it equally, you took it all and you said, all right, everybody gets an equal amount. You get 1/100th of a Litecoin. That's it, 1/100th.
1/100th
of a Litecoin.
of one Litecoin.
And that's it. So, when you can buy Litecoin at $110 today, I mean, you're way ahead of the population. And you've got this thing, this asset that you can hold in your hand, this digital money that you can hold in your hand that stores your energy that nobody can take away from you. It's a very empowering thing. And when we teach our classes, that's exactly what we do. We send them some Litecoin and they realize, and they're like, wait a minute, you just sent me this. I didn't ask for permission. I have it in my own possession. I can do whatever I want with it. I mean, that's an empowering thing. That's a sovereign thing where we should be. And so I love Litecoin, and that's what it is. And so that's kind of my story. And, and I got into, the Bitcoin, I got back into that in 2017, but, I really resonated with Litecoin because I realized it was undervalued for what it did, way undervalued compared to Bitcoin, just like silver, way undervalued compared to gold. And I'm not a rich guy. I'm just a guy. And, I want to be able to, I got 2 daughters, you got a family, you want to make decisions that are going to benefit them. And I try to look at the things that are way undervalued and say, you know what, this is a better buy. This is a better use of my energy. So this is what I want. This is what I resonate with because I know what it is. And so I can sleep at night, with my old Litecoin all day long because I know that there's nothing that can stop it. And I can spend it anywhere I want. I really can.
That's a wonderful explanation of who Clint Westwood is, and I he lives his story. It's kind of like Lisa lives her story. Clint will live his story, and it is true. It resonated with him just like it resonated with me. Litecoin, I don't know why, truthfully, but my soul thinks Litecoin is so much better than Bitcoin, not just because the digital currency group isn't running it like they are Bitcoin, but I think it is the people's money. And if you look at Litecoin, like you said, 1/1,000,000th of a
1/100th of a Litecoin for every person. If you get 100 Litecoin, you're in 100 times ahead.
And silver, there's maybe 6 billion and 7 billion people in the world. So less than 1 ounce of silver per person.
Just get one.
It's just screaming buy, especially from the metaphysical, spiritual side of Jenny.
And you know what? Let me wrap that up real quick because
that's on your foot.
Litecoin, Lisa, did you make that drink?
I did.
Oh, these drinks are
Lord.
already.
That's
By the way,
that's a strong one.
I would like
It's
to.
just makers.
I would like.
Nice.
It's just makers.
Yeah, that's all.
That's like
That's what you drink.
that's like real booze.
It's good.
It's makers.
I just want to tell everybody that this is our time off. This is our downtime,
Yeah.
and we all said, hey,
We wanted to do this.
we were having so much fun. We wanted to share it with our subscribers on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and wherever you're watching this. Please subscribe, Litecoin Lisa's channel on YouTube. The more and on Patreon. Oh my God, give her a nod on Patreon.
A link in the description.
A link in the description.
Sign up.
But I can't tell you the support given to Lisa. It's like you're supporting kids in need, and there's no reason we shouldn't all support that.
I appreciate
In my opinion,
I appreciate it. So Amy is working her tail off.
she's
out
making
there
us
making
dinner.
I know
us
she's making dinner.
She's making fondue as an appetizer. I'm like, what the hell is
spread,
fondue?
I just popped out there a bit ago, and the spread is looking sick. I haven't stopped thinking about it. I'm actually projecting to the other room. I only appear to be here, but really I'm hovering over the charcuterie board.
Yeah, she's already
in the
gone.
other room.
She's
I'm
out.
Yeah.
a
All right.
figment.
Well, I want to tell you thank you so much for helping me promote my channel and for all you do for Team Mighty and all you do being a friend to me and my family. And I just love that we're creating these legacies and that cryptocurrency is helping us create this future for our family and bringing
Kids are gonna love watching this.
Our kids.
us together.
Look at my grandma and grandpa. They bought Bitcoin in 2025.
Yeah, but
Yeah, right.
Paigey and Joshy already said I get to be Aunt Lisa. So like
Can we
Oh, we're
bring
already
our
casting?
Tribes
on
together,
Screen.
you know?
I want you and
We
Josh.
need to turn
She's
this
like,
camera.
I know.
Paige is lying there
Yes.
with the fist up,
Cute.
saying,
I would-
Hoorah!
She would probably kill me, but she's so.
Come in, say hi. Yes,
Paige, you
come
wanna
in
make
here.
Lisa
We
look
can fit
quick.
you in here. Come on.
You know,
I'm not sitting down. I'm really.
Oh wait.
Oh,
we
you're gonna
didn't
sit
do our high, low, good, bad, whatever.
Happy, grateful.
Hello, happy,
Get over
grateful.
there.
I love
Ladies
it.
and gentlemen, my daughter Paige, she's wonderful. She's done all her makeup for this show and is
She
ready to
doesn't
go.
need any of it. The bun is the official hairdo.
Hi,
for
Lo,
the
what is it?
after.
High, low, happy, grateful.
What is it? What do we have to do?
Your
From
high,
the
low,
weekend.
happy, grateful
What was your
of
high,
the
low?
weekend, of the show, of
This event.
the whole time we spent together.
Who starts?
You.
Oh shit. Okay, I think my high was it was probably the best show we had. And that meant the crowd involvement, the setup. I mean, there is so much shit that goes into this. You guys wouldn't believe it. Me learning how to back up the trailer, everything. I have a trailer attached to the RV. It's like not easy, but everything.
Getting
And
lots of
then
practice.
Jenny in town and Lisa in town and Clinton in town. And I mean, it's like doing a show for family. That was definitely my high. My low was that it had to end. At some point, you got to go home. I am happy that Paige and Josh and Amy have embraced the road so much. I mean, this was my little feather in my bonnet saying, okay, I want to go out and be a rock star. You guys going to come help me? And they did, and they embraced it, and they're having a good time, which is so important to me. And I'm so grateful for the friends I have and the family I have. So that's my take. All right. Who's next?
Jenny's next.
High, low,
Happy, grateful.
grateful. So the high for me was definitely
Your hair.
the being on stage. It's like a literal high. I get really nervous right before, but then like once it's go time, it's go time.
Oh, you nailed it too.
And
And you
yeah,
can see that in your energy though, that you're like in your element.
yeah, it takes a second, but I get calibrated, and then like the feed, the people in the audience, we got to do Q&A, like people got to ask the cards questions, and so that's always a lot of fun. The low point for me definitely easily was almost dying of alcohol poisoning 2 nights ago. You guys listen straight up. So I am a tequila girl, but I went overboard and I drank dark tequila.
Well, and you're very dry here in
And I'm
And so
It's a dry
it was the dryness in
it was
Arizona.
the dryness of Arizona. Really, I overdid it. I didn't eat, and
This was before the show, though.
It was before the show,
She
you guys.
rallied.
So yeah, it was the night before. Just about as close to death as one can get. And then I said, "Damn it, today it's show day. Like there's no backing out. There's no, slacking off. Like it's so that rally." And then I'm
High, low, happy, grateful. What?
happy. I mean, I'm always just happy to be with these people. This is some real soul tribe, real deal stuff right here. And then grateful for the same reason, just forever eternally grateful that these people let just a humble little tarot reader do my thing, and nobody puts any stops on me. Nobody tries to box me in. They're like, just do you. And that's like the greatest gift I could ever, ask for. So that's my take.
Thank you, Jenny.
Oh,
Can I go
Thank you.
next? Because you end things the best.
Oh, and you
Oh,
have
we're
to
gonna wrap it
cheers
up.
after.
Oh, yeah,
Cheers!
cheers.
I forgot. That's the thing you have to
Cheers.
cheers.
Oh, where's yours?
Oh, mine's over there.
Okay.
Cheers and
So
spirit.
cheers.
So cheers.
High, low, happy, grateful. So my high was Bix calling me up to sing with him.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Totally caught me off guard, but like I love
that.
singing.
You did a great job.
And I was super nervous, but I love singing and I love singing with Bix. So that was like super high for me.
What did we sing?
we
Oh,
didn't sing Arizona Skies.
Maybe it's time to let the old ways die. Oh my God, she was great.
So that was fun.
Oh,
And
thank you.
then low is always hard for me. Low is
Born
probably
After
like
seeing Jenny Moonstone almost die.
Yes, that
All
was-
about you, Jenny. All about you.
No, straight up, 'cause this was such a great trip. You know what I mean? And I was
It's not a
dying,
lot of
and
loads.
she walked in. She was and for me it was
You
just,
weren't dying. You had
yes,
a
I
hangover.
was. No, you
Oh my
guys,
It was pretty
I
sick.
was.
You're a
effed
young
up.
girl. You have had many hangovers,
This
and you'll
was-
have many
This
more.
was
It wasn't a
something
hangover.
else. I would. All I at the time remember was shadows and figures, and it was Litecoin Lisa, and I was in
The
real-
dark side of
Made
Jenny
sure
Brimstone.
that she had
She-
water, and then I would turn the fan on because I couldn't tell if she was hot or cold because she was sweating.
I was sweating to
but
the
she was
touch.
freezing, and so I was just making sure she was okay.
She just got excited because it was the
Yeah.
first night, and everybody's like,
I overdid
and we
it.
were way late.
Yeah. Well, no.
We were.
Are you guys still
We were 2
And
hours.
then
Yeah, we're still. We're almost
we're
done.
Josh, hello, happy grateful.
Hi, hello, happy grateful. Josh,
That
Josh,
means
get in
I
here.
love-
Sit down in front.
Hi, guys.
That's Josh.
Trashy. And then happy was probably when happy was when Joshy and Paige said I get to be Aunt Lisa.
Ooh, that's a biggie.
Yeah.
And grateful
Oh, hey,
is
man.
just grateful for
Come here.
my fam here, my tribe. I love you, buddy.
Our dog is
Buddy
there.
the dog. Yeah. So I love it. And I'm grateful that Bix, and I'm grateful for all of you that tuned in and all of you that are willing to go on and subscribe to the channel and help support what we're doing and bring more people solutions to get out of this failing currency and this system. And somebody's chopping
It's the
something like
fondue.
a
No,
mad
it's
woman.
fondue. You got to keep stirring
It's
it
a
or
fondue.
it'll coagulate.
Okay.
Oh, we have a super
They're
chat.
fondueing out there. So yeah,
Is that
so
a-
I'm
is that
grateful
question?
for all of you that are watching. I'm grateful for all of you that are subscribing. That's my grateful.
And by the way, so this will go. It's live. It'll be
Westwood
posted
needs
to
to do
both of our
this.
channels. I beg everybody, go to Litecoin Lisa's channel and subscribe and like and help out. Go to her Patreon. The more help we give Lisa, the more help the world gets, in my opinion.
Thank you. And go to litecoinlisa.net to find out all kinds of stuff about
Especially about
me
the
and what I'm doing.
the beginner
the
crypto
online
stuff.
classes. Yeah, if you have people looking for resources that are getting into crypto, they don't know where to go. We're doing online classes for people, and there's all kinds of resources for them there outside of that. Westwood, what is your high, low, happy, grateful?
That's right. Get in here, Westwood.
Get in there.
Hop in there. Everybody like clears.
I'm gonna-
Clear the path. I'm gonna
we-
take
This
these.
big
This is a wide boy. We got to get him
I'm
right in
gonna
the
take
middle.
up these two
He's
seats.
got big
All right. I got big shoulders. Right on. I was looking at the chat real quick. I just want to remind everybody that next weekend in Oklahoma
Thank
City, we are going to have a meetup. We're taking happy hour on the road again. This week we had happy hour and the Road to Ruta Road Show meetup, and so we're going to cross paths again. I think pretty soon in the Midwest, sometime this year. But next weekend in Oklahoma City, come out and see us at the Wilshire Gun Club. You can go to litecoinlisa.net or you can go to clintwestwood.net. And you can get all the details, but come hang out with us. It's a free event. I mean, if you want to go shoot beforehand, you can do that. And then afterwards, we're going to be doing a live happy hour like we do every Friday at 4 p.m. Central Time on Litecoin Lisa's channel. Check it out. But this Friday, we're going to be live. We do that about once a month. And
that's my hometown.
and it's Oklahoma City. It's Litecoin Lisa's hometown. So, you got to get there. A lot of big hugs, a lot of good energy. That's what these events are all about. You meet so many good people, and I don't know how many conversations I had yesterday, but I did have, I don't know.
Oh, and the main squeezes.
And the
Gotta
main,
give them a shout.
the main squeezes, Helen and Denise coming all the way
I
down
think
from
we get the
Maine.
award for the people most farthest
Oh,
travel.
yeah.
You can get back in the
Maine.
camera.
Arizona.
Lisa's over
I
here.
know
like,
she's over here. Finish it out,
I'm
Westwood.
doing the bits.
Close it out.
Wait, close it out, but I have something else to say.
She's the one with the,
You
you
always
ever,
have something to
you ever see those old school, vaudeville shows? It doesn't play in Peoria, speaking of vaudeville, but, the big hook, where they pull people off the
No,
stage
no,
with
no,
the
no,
hook?
no, no, no,
Yeah,
no.
he's like,
Open like the show.
Like when Lisa's off stage, and she's the one that pulls me wherever I need to go. And so she pulled me down to Phoenix, which, you know what, like I always say, you drag me out to these things, you pull me out to these things, and it just, yes, you would abduct me, into the Southwest, in the desert,
You got abducted?
Yeah, by Litecoin Lisa, she got me down to
What a
Phoenix.
great abduction that
I
is.
know. How bad can it be? But it's always that. But at the end of the day, what happens is I'm always validated, and somebody else
Wait,
may-
what was your happy, sad? Is this all?
it's all
It's all
encompassing.
encompassing.
It's
Yeah.
this humanities, all bringing all the
This is
subjects,
the Clint Westwood
interdisciplinary.
rant. This is who Clint Westwood
This is
is.
I
Clint
love
Westwood. You want to know who Clint Westwood
Keep it
is?
going.
The rant.
Just keep listening.
The beauty of it all is they're getting out from behind their computer. They're going out to meet the people. That
Yes.
we all need to do that.
Yes.
Let's leave the
We-
computers behind.
we
Let's go
don't-
out and give hugs to the.
We don't
to
live in a
America.
metaverse.
To the babies.
We
Hug the
live-
babies.
Hug the babies.
Kiss
Exactly.
the babies.
Absolutely. We have to meet each other, and we have to get to know who we are again, because I think a lot of that's been lost. A lot of society, all of the things that have been,
A nice
some
face.
of the institutions that have, yeah, right. Close your eyes. Can't handle any more Westwood. But it's the institutions have really beat us down. And you know what? At some point, and I had this discussion yesterday with a guy named Ed. When I was walking out, I was getting ready to walk out, and he's asked the question about spirituality and coming together. He asked you a question, and when I walked out, I said, "Man, that was a good question." I mean, it's true though. We're all here for a reason. And we had a discussion, and Charlie's like, "Hey, we're leaving. You coming with us? What are we doing?" And I talked to him after the show yesterday, and he explained to me the circumstance. Hey, I came from California. I'm in the desert, and I'm always like this, clicking for a Cliff video. And you know what? I'm in the middle of the desert. I click. Cliff's video came out, and the message that it gave me validated me. I'm coming to this Bixwer event for a reason. My family's like, "What are you doing? Why are you going to this event? Why are you showing up?" And then at the end of the video, Cliff said something. I haven't watched it yet, but Cliff said something like, "You know what? You know why you're here. You came here for a reason. Do something. Do something." And he said, "You know what?" He said, "I'm going to do something." And, and I had that discussion with him, and it was just a great discussion. And every time I come to these events, and I say you drag me to it, because you know what? I'm an Aquarian. I know all the answers. I don't need to be told what to
You're
do.
an Aquarius?
Yes, you don't have to tell me anything.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, I'm done. I'm just like, no, don't tell me what to do. I have the answers.
We all have 1,000 reasons not to go out
Right.
on the road.
I'm
Not.
happy.
I can
where
give you
I'm at.
100. We're just
Exactly.
fine.
But those experiences, that validation,
This moment.
yes, and then you're validated, and you're like, you know what? I'm here for a reason. I got something to offer, and people, you can just see it in their eyes.
Yep.
When you meet them in a meetup, they're just like, you've changed their life, and you've done nothing special. You just offered that message up, and all it did was it just validated their soul and what they already believed. It's what you already believe, and that's why I always say, trust yourself, because you have all the answers inside. Trust yourself. You don't have to look to anybody else to guide you. Trust yourself.
Trust the force. Trust the plan.
Exactly. I mean, it's all
Good
right
plan.
here because you're part of it. I mean, you're divine, you're spiritual. So that's Clint Westwood.
I know that's a better explanation of Clint Westwood.
And that's really
And it's
it.
beautiful. And it's love.
Big, huge, giant shout out to Cliff High and his latest video. And
And
just
all his videos.
everything that Cliff High has ever put out, I think he single-handedly changed the timelines because he's affected so many people, and he's such a polarizing figure in this community and just the greater picture in general. He got me started when I was just a teenager. Like, for my friends, it was the Jonas Brothers, and for me, it was Cliff High. And,
Just as sexy, by the way.
And the Webbot reports at halfpasthuman.com. Like, that was me, like,
What
as
other
a
dude
baby
does,
streamer.
like, rings?
So big,
Clips
huge
with
shout out
the
to Cliff High, Uncle
workouts,
Cliff.
You know.
We love you.
We do love
We
you.
effing love you.
And that's why it's so powerful. He affected all of us, and then we
Yeah.
affect other people.
Yes.
And then no matter how small you
Spread
think,
it. Spread it to your
Exactly.
friends.
If you
and your
whatever you
family.
love, put that message out there. Whatever you're good at, put that message out there. If you believe it, trust
Cliff,
yourself
call
and do
me.
it.
Cliff, send
Here's
me
my
an
number.
email.
So,
You're
I-
one of my
it's-
favorite people to
My,
talk to.
my
Like,
DMs are open.
Yes.
Cliff,
Lisa-
let's talk.
Lisa, why don't you give us a adios to the crowd, and then we'll
Okay.
go eat fondue.
That means
Adios.
take your shirt off.
Oh no, I
I'm
have
sorry,
my
I'm just
bathing
kidding.
suit
Got
on.
beads?
I'm
I
just
do have my
joking,
bathing suit
guys.
on under, but
Moving on.
anyway,
That's after I was
Okay,
speaking.
okay.
Jenny's
Join
cut
us
off.
as
No,
featured.
no more shots for Jenny.
All right.
But yeah, thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
We love you.
Where we go on, we go on.
MAGA!
MAGA!
No.
Arr.
Where we.